So we've seen the hubby running back and forth, and now I know that you guys work together, you live together. That brings me to balance. How, I know you mentioned earlier that you intentionally, which is a great thing that a lot of people don't, but you intentionally write in your calendar for the day, like spend time with my husband. I love that. I appreciate that about you. But how else do you go about making sure that there's balance and you guys aren't just work.
And it's hard. I mean, we're still figuring out, and I think any married couple, any person in a relationship can attest to that. I think it's really about, and John's focus, yes, I said charge me, intention. I'm gonna use that word at least 5 more times before we get off this live. It really is about when I put something down on paper, and there's even science and research to support this. When you put it down on paper, there are forces that just kind of align to make it so. And so I'll write down goals, I'll write down dreams, and I'll write down even the day-to-day minutia, like, again, connecting with my husband, doing this for my children, sending an email, whatever it is. So I think I'll start with that. The other thing is recognizing that this family works when he and I work. That's very important for us. We have a vision, we have a mission statement for our family that we live out of and live into. And so we are constantly course correcting, like, are we supporting the vision that we see for our family? There's a certain way we want to raise our children. There's a certain atmosphere and environment that I want them to feel and experience. And we don't always get it right. Like, we fall off the wagon, and, sometimes it's tense. And so I, by no means, want to paint a picture like we're perfect, but what I'm trying to impart is that there can be a guiding vision, so that there's something that's pulling everybody, that we're working towards a goal. And first and foremost, that starts with me. So on the top of my to complete list is connecting in with myself. Because like you said, none of us can pour from an empty cup. So when I'm not good, then the family's not good. So I have to make sure that I'm constantly taking care of me, so that I can then support my husband and my children and the other people in my world and my family.
No, those are great points. Definitely great points. Now, you talked a little bit earlier, you touched on it, about how balance isn't 50-50 all the time. What does balance look like to you?
Balance looks like, for me, harmony. Like I said, if I'm feeling harmonious. So maybe I didn't work out as much as I wanted to this week, but guess what? I had some wonderful eat some ice cream fun time with my kids. You know what I mean? So again, I didn't necessarily hit my fitness goal that I may have set out, but what I did do is create some quality memories with my child. So harmony is really about taking the stress and the pressure off of getting it right, and more so being present in the moment and available to the gift of the moment. So in order to accomplish that, it requires me, to be present, to take stock of like what is working, because a lot of times we can get bogged down with complaining, and even, I do this too. So it's really taking stock, like, wow, you know what can I be grateful for? Like, what's working out for me? How is life supporting me? And that to me leads me to a sense of harmony, even when things aren't going, exactly as planned or perfect. So
I'm glad you brought that up, because I think sometimes people are like striving for balance, and I'm always like, but it doesn't look the same for everybody.
It doesn't.
What's important to you and what's important to me are two different things. So balance is not always like it's equally spread across the board. Balance is more, exactly as you said, it's about being harmonious and feeling like my spirit is in tune, my body is in tune, everything is good. It's not perfect, but we're okay.
We're okay. Right.
We are okay. We are walking that tightrope, and we're, balanced perfectly on it.
Exactly.
However it may be. But listen, so you were a part of one of my favorite shows back in the day. So you've been in the industry for a minute. I love Fame. I was a big Fame girl. So you've been in this industry for decades and managed to sustain and persevere. How have you been able to remain grounded working in Hollywood?
Interesting, because I've always considered myself in Hollywood, but not of it. You know what I mean? So And I credit my mother for that. She did a great job of making me realize and understand that acting is what you do, it's not who you are. And I think a lot of times, for myself included, we get tripped up when we identify so strongly with what we do. So if that's going well, then we think, oh, we have value and we're doing well. And if it's not going well, then, you know, we think we don't have value. And I've struggled with that too. Like it hasn't been easy. So I have been in and out of this business for a number of decades. It wasn't consistent. I had a television series called You Take the Kids that got canceled, and I actually left the business for a while. I went to Howard University. I got my degree. I studied abroad. Went to UC Berkeley, and it was a good path for me. At the time, it seemed like I didn't know what I was doing, because I'm like, what's happening? I'm an actress, I'm not an actress, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. There were a lot of, you know, crying nights, a lot of going on auditions, hearing no, crying to my mom, moving home after Howard, moving back to my mama's house when other people are graduating from school, going off to, you know, get jobs, start families. And here I am, a graduate in my mama's house, in my bedroom that I grew up in as a teenager. You know what I mean? So it was tough. I had to keep seeing the vision. I had to keep seeing where I wanted to be, not where I was. And so I think all of that, I don't take any of the gifts and the blessings and the opportunities that I have now, I don't take them lightly, because I know what that struggle was for me. So that keeps me grounded. And I'm just a grounded person. Like I'm a lot, I speak a lot, I got a lot of high energy, and sometimes, but I'm very grounded. Like that's just who I am. So I'm not going to get caught up in the BS. Like that's just, it ain't me.
Yeah, you've known who you were for a long time.
I have, and still discovering.
That's a great thing, though. That is definitely a great thing.
Thank you.
I know everybody wants to hear about your show. Like, I appreciate the conversation. Like, I love what we were talking about, but I know there's others that want to know about monogamy.
Yes.
Monogamy. Now,
yes,
I have checked out the show. I have to be honest, I had not checked it out until like you and I connected online, and then I was like, let me watch the show, because I've actually I've been hearing about it, keep hearing about it. Let me just sit down.
Right, it's a lot.
it's a lot.
Right,
it's a lot. So what was the inspiration behind this show? Because you and your husband are executive producers of this show. You wrote this show, created this show. And I understand how all the work that goes into that.
Yeah.
So, hats off to you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And you guys
are still together.
We are absolutely. Yes. Monogamy is our third baby. We have two beautiful, amazing daughters, Caryn and Caryn. So the show is inspired a lot by our life as a married couple, just the things that we go through, things that we grow through, because relationships are confronting and challenging, and they make you see your shit, you know what I mean?
Right.
And, he and I are really heavy on the self-reflection, really heavy on the self-accountability. And if you have that, then things are going to come up. You can't, it's revealed to be healed. So you got to see your stuff. Right. And we really wanted to take that and kind of dramatize this with the four couples who are on the brink of divorce, and they end up doing an unconventional therapy called swap therapy, for those who don't know. And it really kind of started as pillow talk. He and I were in the bed, and he did something, and I was like, you need a woman that's blank. And he was like, well, you need a man that's blank. And so we kind of joke, like, what if? Because a lot of times we think the grass is greener on the other side, right?
Right.
And it's usually greener where you are, or it ain't grass at all. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Pots and flowers or something. So we kind of wanted to just take this what if concept and really blow it out. And what has been born out of that are these four couples that are completely flawed, inhuman, really trying to find their way. And I think there's something so beautiful in that.
It is. And listen, I started watching the show, and then I got conflicted because, when you're watching, you're like, well, no, maybe I want them to be together.
Exactly.
I didn't see it that way.
I'm sorry, I didn't cut you off.
No,
you made me think of something, but something that was important for us is that we really wanted to see the saint in the center and the sinner in the saint. Because even like our country, we're usually so divided, we're so polarized, and things in life are rarely that black and white. There's usually a lot of gray. So there's a little good in a bad, and a little bad in a good, usually. Obviously, there's some exceptions. So we really wanted to play around with this concept with when you hate someone and think they're all this, but what if there's a seed of goodness in there, like a seed of love, and vice versa. So I'm glad that you picked up on that you're like,
Yeah.
I want them together.
Yeah, no, I was watching it and I was like, well, oh wait, no, I shouldn't be cheering for them. That's not her husband.
Right.
Like, that's not her husband.
Right.
But so because this is season 3.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is there a season 4 coming, or what?
That is a good question. That remains to be seen. I can say that, as you know, season 3 is out. We've just had our season 3 finale. So those who haven't watched it, go to All Black. You can binge all seasons 1, 2, and 3.
Yes,
Make sure you start at 1. Yeah, because you won't understand
no, you gotta
3.
start
Exactly.
at the beginning. Start at 1.
Right. And it's an emotional ride, and so it's done really well. We're really excited about that. You know, so I'm hoping that we will get to continue those stories.
No,
so the fans have been asking for sure.
I definitely am rooting for you guys. I want to see a season 4. I definitely want to see what's going to happen next, especially with your character. But so considering, so it started with Pillow Talk. So now that you guys are in it and it's season 3, have you seen any effects on the show? How has it affected your relationship?
It makes us stronger. I mean, I know that sounds like such a predictable answer, but it really does. I mean, everything makes us stronger, and we choose to see it that way. Even the challenges, like I've said this before, that things don't come to harm you; they come to expand you. Right. So, you know, so it's just more of what has been, which is there's no specific thing I can pinpoint about the characters. I mean, obviously we create the characters with our team of amazing writers, Tamika Lamison, Kevin Foster, Cleve, and then we brought Shannon Johnson, who's a wonderful script consultant. It's more of what we love. We get to do what we love, and we get to do it together. So if anything, it just makes me more appreciative.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was wondering. It's like, does it make you more empathetic when you're looking at your spouse? Like, now that you definitely have seen some other different scenarios. And,
It does. And it makes me appreciative of my husband's gift as a filmmaker and as a storyteller, because we're telling some stories that we don't see, particularly with people of color.
Right.
Uh-oh, sorry. You kind of fell. Sorry, y'all. Y'all fell in my lap. Let me put you back on the thing. You still there?
We're here.
So, and it's made me appreciative of being able to be an executive producer, being a writer, being an actress, all the things that I've always wanted to do that I'm doing. So, like I said, I'm heavy on the gratitude.
And we appreciate you. We appreciate your gift. You are such a bright light.
Thank you.
So what is on the horizon for you? What's next?
Lots of good things. There's some meditation stuff. As I mentioned, I have my teas. This is Manifest Unlimited and Impossibilities. So I've paired them. So I've got some more CBD teas and also another delicious blend coming on the tea front. Craig and I have a TV project together. That is my brainchild, so I'm really proud of her. And so you'll be hearing about that soon. And we've got some other projects percolating. So yeah, I hope, to stay in touch with you and with the good folks.
For sure.
I want to see you. Spoken Black Girl is here. Yes.
A quick question about your tea. Now, is it caffeinated?
Sure. There are some teas that are caffeinated, some that aren't. So I have all the ingredients listed. Like my high strength CBD tea is not caffeinated.
Okay.
Caffeinated, but yeah, you could. My mild strength CBD does have caffeine. So most of my teas are not. So yeah, you can just search the ingredients and see what tickles your fancy. Someone said I get all my answers. My body and mind is at rest. ID artistry. Yes, absolutely. I love that.
Yeah.
So true.
Sure. So Caryn, tell us, like we're wrapping up, but tell us what inspires you.
What inspires me? That's a good question. I was having this conversation. What inspires me, truthfully, is finding moments of connection with people, like hearing their story and sharing my story. Finding those like, oh wow, that happened to you. Oh wow, you overcame that. Or oh wow, how did you do that? Like that. I mean, I can do that with strangers. Like if don't be standing next to me in the grocery store, because I will sit up here and start a conversation with you and know all about your life. Like I just love that. I love learning about people, and sometimes I probably look like the weird girl, but I love that. Like something about that really feeds me, because there's something about our oneness and our humanity that I've always known, and I access as an artist, as an empath, as a creative being. And so I like finding those points of connection. That's what really inspires me. And of course, my children.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. So 5 years from now, where will you be?
Girl, I'm taking over the world.
I love it. I love that.
Yes, it'll be my world. I'm taking over my world. That's all we really have control over, right?
Yeah.
5 years from now, I am show running, executive producing my series, which is my baby. I can't announce it yet. That's always been a dream of mine, to create a show and star in it. So I'm doing that. And I have launched meditations on a whole nother level that I know, and I'll share with you privately. Y'all can't know yet. No, I'm just playing. I'm just playing, folks. But meditations is a global brand. I want to infuse love and intentionality and purpose and passion through health and wellness through my tea. So, and healthy kids with my wonderful husband. So.
Those are big dreams, amazing
Thank
dreams.
you.
They're going to happen because everyone that comes on this show, we manifest what it is that we say.
Yes.
So it's going to happen.
That's what I'm talking about. Manifest you. That's my
very
herbal detox plan. Yes. I got to give you some tea. Yeah, I got to give you some tea. Yeah, I got to get some tea.
Definitely manifesting that. I see great things on the horizon for you. You are such a beautiful soul. I can't wait to check out the tea. I'm definitely going to make sure that I send you over a bag of vibes so you have
Yes. I'll get you give me some vibes so we can do our thing. I really appreciate the work that you're putting out in the world, that, you know, you're really supporting not just Black women, but human beings in accessing their true potential and healing trauma. I mean, all the things that are so important right now. So thank you for that.
Oh,
it's really a gift.
Thank you, thank you. And thank you everybody who joined us on tonight. Yes. I am so happy we finally got to sit down. There has been so much going on these past couple of months, but I love to see someone pushing through, especially a Black woman that is pushing through and getting it done.
Like, I see Charles. Hi, Mer. I see. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you. I see some folks on here. I never get to talk to, but Chief Walker Charles is here. Thank you. Someone said, hi, Caryn. Hi, Melanin Vibes.
Hello.
Justin, you're here. Taking care of yourself can't be easy. No, it's not easy, but it's important. We got to figure it out. Justin from Delaware. I see y'all. So thank you. I know you have a choice where you spend your IG live. So thank you for spending it here with us.
Definitely. we thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you for spending it with us. We are landing this plane.
Exactly. Landing this plane with my tea.
Yes. But Caryn, thank you for joining us.
See, y'all, you fell in my lap.
You know what?
Did you see that? Hold on one second. Sorry. Okay. It's good.
Okay. We're all good. We love that you have joined us on today. Make sure you guys check out Monogamy on All Black TV. Definitely stream from season 1, episode 1, all the way through, because otherwise you're going to be very confused. So just start from the beginning. Trust me. That's a great Sunday thing to do.
Yes, it is. Get your popcorn, get your wine. For
Get
sure.
Your popcorn,
Thank you.
Your wine, do all of that stuff. Thank you guys for joining us. And I will be right here next Friday at 6:30 p.m. with another amazing guest showing you what Black women do when we put our minds to it. Thank you, Caryn, for joining us. And to all of you guys out there, embrace the journey. Have a great weekend.
Bye.